Hello everyone, welcome to A plus BI. This channel is all about complex numbers, and in this video we're going to be solving a radical equation. We have the square root of 8 over 3z plus 10 over 3I, and that equals z, and we're going to be solving for z. Now inside the radical, if we did not have the z and instead we had a rational or a real number, then this would be a different story because I could hopefully find the square root of this number, right? And there's even formulas to find the square roots of complex numbers. You can look them up, and I can also share with you some links. But that's a z, and I have z on both sides. So what am I supposed to do? Wait a minute, is there a way to solve this? Of course. This is a radical equation, so let's square both sides. We're going to check our work at the end with Wolfram alpha. But when we square both sides, the square root disappears on the left-hand side, right? And on the right-hand side, we get z squared. Okay, great. Now, at this point, we have a quadratic equation. Let's go ahead and get rid of the fractions. Do you like fractions? I don't. So let's see if we can get rid of them by multiplying both sides by 3, 8z plus 10i is equal to 3z squared. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put everything on the same side to make a full quadratic. And now we have our quadratic. Awesome. Since this is a quadratic equation, we can use what is called the quadratic formula. A lot of us memorized it, right? In 9th, 10th grade, I don't know, 8th grade, whenever you studied algebra, it's the negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, right? And there's even songs, which I kind of find stupid, but anyways. So let's go ahead and write the formula. Sorry, too many opinions. Negative b plus minus the square root of b squared, which is 64, minus 4 times 3 times negative 10. Today I'm just writing it all out, divided by 2a, which is 6. Okay, maybe this is a good step because for those of you who are new to complex numbers and also quadratic equations, this would be a good step. First, write everything down, write everything out clearly, and then you can work it out. But when you get better at it, you can definitely do it mentally or skip some steps. But don't do that right away, okay? Quick advice. Now, negative times negative is going to be positive, so that's going to be 4 times 3 times 10. Ignore the negatives. That's going to be 120. Wait a minute, that's not going to come out a nice number. I was expecting to get something nice, but that's okay. Let me check my work. Negative b squared minus 4ac. Okay, looks like that's what it is. So let's go ahead, and if I didn't make any mistake, I got to check my work because I really want to make sure that, because I'm supposed to be getting good answers from here. So, yep, looks like that's what it is, and let's proceed. Okay, so now we're going to get 12 times 10, which is 120, right? Plus 64 is just going to be 184. Okay, maybe that's just what it is. And then divided by 6. Oh yes, here we go. Where does the I go, right? It's not negative 10, it's negative 10i. Okay, that's why I'm kind of getting weird answers here. It's supposed to be b squared minus 4ac. C is negative 10i, so it's just going to be a little different, of course, right? I keep getting real answers. So it's going to be plus 120i. Awesome. That makes more sense. And all of that is divided by 6. Now we can go ahead and actually divide this expression or everything by something, but let's go ahead and take out as much as we can first. So 64 is divisible by 8, but that's not very helpful, is it? Maybe I can use a 4. Okay, let's use a 4. If I take out a 4, it's going to be 16 plus 30i. I can still take out another 2, but not a 4, so that's not going to be very helpful. So I'm just going to take out this 4 here. That's going to give me 8 plus minus 2 times the square root of 16 plus 30i, right? Divided by 6. And if I divide everything by 2, I'm going to be getting 4 plus minus the square root of 16 plus 30i all over 3. So here's the critical part. I'm supposed to square root 16 plus 30i. How am I going to do that? Let's go ahead and see how we can do it. Again, there are formulas, but we're not going to use them because, I mean, you can use them if you want. I'm going to set it equal to a plus bi and then square both sides. That's going to give me, be careful here, minus b squared from this plus 2abi. And this gives us the following system. This is going to be 16 and this is going to be 30, meaning that a squared minus b squared is 16 and ab is equal to 15. So you kind of think about two numbers whose product is 15, and among those numbers or pairs, you need to find two numbers whose difference of squares is 16. I'm thinking about 25 and 9. So 5 and 3 seem to work. Yeah, great. So we got a solution. Just one solution is all we need because square roots are opposite, so on and so forth. So from here, the square root of 16 plus 30i, at least one of them, becomes 5 plus 3i. By the way, you have to be careful. It can't be 3 plus 5i because this doesn't work because of the difference. So that's unique about finding square roots. Again, if you want to come up with a formula, you can easily. 5 plus 3i is one of the solutions. The other ones are going to be opposite, and plus minus will take care of that. So let's go ahead and plug it in. We have 4 plus minus 5 plus 3i, and all of that is divided by 3. Let's go ahead and clear this area. Hopefully you took note, right? If you want, you can take a screenshot. Ready, set, go. And now we're going to go ahead and plug it in. Now, what do we get? If you go with the plus sign, you get this. That's going to give you 9 plus 3i divided by 3. Wow, that's going to be 3 plus I. And then with the minus sign, 4 minus 5 minus 3i divided by 3. That's going to give you negative 1 minus 3i over 3. And that's just going to be negative 1 over 3 minus I. Well, I was expecting to get conjugates, but they are not conjugates, obviously, or opposites. They're kind of a weird pair. But those would be the solutions. And let's go ahead and check Wolfram Alpha. But before we do, just think about it. So what we did, let me quickly summarize what we did here. We multiply, first we squared both sides, and then we multiply everything by 3. And then we got the square root, use the quadratic formula to find the square root of a complex number. First we simplified it, and then finally to find it, we set this equal to a plus bi, and then went with that, which is this one. And by the way, if you square this, you should be getting 16 plus 30i, right? And then just found the solutions that way. Let's go ahead and check Wolfram Alpha results real quick. We found two solutions to this equation, and let's see what Wolfram Alpha says. Wolfram Alpha, tada, says the only complex solution is 3 plus 4i. I mean 3 plus I, what am I talking about? Why does it only give us one solution? Let's go back to what we had. Wolfram Alpha only takes the principal square root, and that would be, in this case, this one. And this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next time with another video. Until then, be safe, take care, and bye-bye.